Stardom 101. Stardom 101. Stardom 101.
Stardom 101.
It's the Stardom 101 magazine podcast. Shining light on today's tastemakers
and innovators.
Kicking with your host, Christopher Boykin.
It's the Stardom 101 magazine podcast.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Stardom 101 magazine podcast here on iHeartRadio. Today, we are joined by an incredible, and I do mean incredible, entrepreneur. She's also a real estate expert. She's also a media personality, an author, well out there, and an extreme advocate. She goes by the name of Alysia Stern. She was also on the front cover of our magazine, so I'm very delighted. We just was joking about our history together, so it's awesome to finally meet her face. She's closed over 50 million in real estate sales. She's built a respected media presence as her own podcast platform as well. She supports military families through meaningful charity work, and she continues, and I do mean continues, to inspire people through business, branding, and storytelling. Today, we are delighted. Alysia, how and welcome to the show. How you doing, my dear?
I'm great. Thanks for having me. I'm so excited to do this interview with you.
Thank you so much for being one of our delighted guests today, one of our key signature episodes as we start this new season. And we want to start it off with you. You're going to be the very first episode as well. So this is how we like to start it right here. So without further ado, I have some amazing questions that I composed for you. Our audience is dying for episodes like this because they get to hear expertise, they get to hear experience, they get to hear leadership in you. So without further ado, you describe yourself as a lover of life, which is one thing I really love, and that you keep energy really comes through your stories, how it resonates in your platforms. What keeps you inspired right now in this chapter of your life?
To be totally honest, it's my children, my twins. They're 23.
Wow.
I remember my son is an active duty Marine with the United States military, and my daughter is back in New York. And
Wow.
she's going to medical school and working full time, and she's an EMT with New York State. And they're at that age right now where there's a little bit of confusion. Do I want going on this career that I started right out of high school? Do I want to go in a different direction? So I get up every morning, and at the minute I thank God, thank you for opening my eyes. Thank you for waking me up this morning. And let
Yes.
me be the best example that I can be for my children, and let just live to the best that I can, and inspire them to just follow their dreams. And that's what I'm doing. I'm just like a dream chaser.
Dream
Just hoping that,
chaser.
yeah, I'm a dream chaser, and I'm hoping that I inspire them. Like
Yes.
if they're bored, if they want to do something better in life, that they just follow their dreams and they do it.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Well stated. And as I alluded to in your intro, you built such a very impressive, and I do mean impressive, career across multiple states. And in real estate is where I'm going with this. What do you think has been the biggest key, like literally the biggest key to building trust with people during major life transitions like that? Because they're going from one place to another place, literally, physically. But what do you think is the biggest key to building trust with people during those major life transitions?
To be honest, it's being real. Be honest. If
I like that.
I don't lie. I don't sugarcoat things. I say maybe because I'm from New York or whatever, but
That's what it is.
that's what it's got to be.
It's gotta
Yeah,
be.
right. I'm very honest with people. If they're putting in a low blow offer, I tell them, guys, this is really low. They're gonna laugh at us, or maybe we should come in a little higher, or we're listing your house too high. But I'm very, very honest with their journey. When they ask me about, certain things in life, I talk from my own experience. I talk from, because we're retirees, relocated from New York down to South Carolina and to Florida.
Oh, wow.
I tell my own experience. I talk about my struggles.
There you
I
go.
talk about how I miss my family back in New York. I talk about how I miss the food back in New York, and I keep it real. I talk about the real of finances, and the
Yep.
real the fears and the journey and stuff. And I think that's where the trust comes in, because I'm telling my life story to them and guiding them in the relocation process. And I think they appreciate that.
That human connection, Alysia. I tell you,
Yes.
that's what you got. You got it. It's a gift.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's
It
what
really
it is.
is. That's awesome. You have a background in journalism and media as well. So how has storytelling helped you kind of grow both your brand and your business? Because you are branding yourself, and then you have businesses that you put out. So how has storytelling kind of helped you in this digital era that we in now? How has that helped you kind of platter into a different direction or different catastrophe?
So storytelling is the basis of like who I am. I'm
Okay.
a published author. I write children's book authors. I've been doing that. I've been published since the early 2000s with my books.
Mm,
And storytelling has always been a part of my life. I believe that's one of the, like, from your last question, I
mhm,
tell story, and that's how I build trust. And just telling the story of my life, telling the story. We deal with a lot of military families, and the fact
mhm,
that my family is 4 generations deep of military, and including my son, who's an active duty son.
mhm.
My husband is a retired New York City first responder who retired from the FDNY, saving lives, telling the stories of us as a
Wow.
hero. I think the more that we open up about who we actually are,
Mhm.
it like the question that we just did, it builds that trust in people. I'm
Yes.
I'm not just coming across to somebody in a suit or, in a business suit and a pair of heels with my clipboard and stuff. I come in a baseball hat and a shirt.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, like I'm very down to earth, but I think storytelling is the basis of my whole brand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Mhm.
beautiful. And you're currently promoting, I definitely want to plug this, your podcast, which I think is a beautiful concept. I got to say this right, the Realtors and RVs podcast. That is so cool. I was like, wait a minute, now we got to talk about this. That's a unique concept. Tell us how that idea came together. Kind of tell us about the platform, what's discussed on it. Let's go ahead and plug the platform at this time.
Yeah, so I'm a huge RV person. We bought our first RV. I've wanted one my entire life. My husband and I bought one in 2023. My goal was to travel the United States and go to all the hot spots and all the
Yeah.
sightseeing spots. Well, we never made it. The RV
You never made it.
We
Yeah.
never made it. The RV went from Florida to South Carolina. It's sitting on
Uh,
the future coastal waterway. We watched the boats go by, but when we hadn't really traveled in it, and I said, I love being in my RV.
mhm.
To Myrtle Beach, I would say almost half of my clientele have been RVing here in the Myrtle
Wow.
Beach area
Yeah.
for the past 20 years, and that's why they wanna move here. They enjoyed vacationing here. So I said,
Mhm.
"Now, I have this RV that's
Mm.
just sitting on the waterway watching the boats go by. I'm gonna do something with it."
Yeah.
And, one day I just woke up, I said, "Realtors and RVs. Why don't I bring all industry professionals to the
Mhm.
RV,
Mm.
we'll talk industry, and give back to the new agents or the new lenders or anybody that's looking to buy a home."
Yeah.
It's really a platform. We sing, we dance, we sit in the fire pit, we talk industry jargon, and we
Uh-huh.
give back. We talk about upcoming charitable events and ways that the struggles that we have gone through
Mhm.
become top producers to help the new agents or new lenders um or new life insurance or whatever the businesses that we're talking about. We give
Uh-huh.
the new generation of those entrepreneurs.
That is an awesome concept. I was like, "Now that is unique. That's a target audience."
Yeah, and we have so much fun. We really do. We have a lot of fun in the RV.
That's beautiful. I want to talk about your charity and that you do as well. The purpose-driven work. It's not just energy. It's purposeful. You also involved with Cans and Crayons and veteran-focused causes, which I love. Of course, you alluded to the deep history and the heritage and the family. But why is community work for you? Like I said, you guys are well accomplished, and we thank you for your service of the entire family, literally. But community work has been very important to you personally. Why does that continue to be at the forefront for your career?
So I've always had a heart for the homeless.
Yeah.
Always, since I was a child. You know, my mother and my grandmother have always been these huge givers in life. And
Mm.
they raised me right. They raised me that, you know, you never speak to the janitor like he's the janitor.
Oh,
We
that's
all live
beautiful.
bread, we're all one, we're all God's children.
That's right.
I was raised that way, and I've always had a heart for homeless people and for our veterans. So we started giving back. I guess in 1999, I started this grassroots giving back. When
Wow.
yeah, one day I was going. My grandfather had just died. I was on my way to Queens to go visit my grandmother, and there was a homeless lady sitting on the side of the road with her 2 dogs.
Mm.
And I started going every Tuesday from Long Island to Queens to visit Gramso.
Mm.
And by the third trip, I couldn't just drive past this woman. I made it a point the next week on the Monday evening to go to King Cullen, do a huge food shopping, and I was going to park my car and sit with this lady.
Mm.
And I did. And
Wow, that's
her name
beautiful.
was Mickey. She told me her life story and how she's homeless with her dogs. And every Tuesday, I drove into Queens. I sat with Mickey
Wow.
and we talked. We brought my grandmother got involved. We brought her food. We brought dog treats. And then one day, Mickey disappeared. That was in July. By
Wow.
this straight through to the end of the year, Mickey disappeared. We never saw her again, and I
Oh my
could
goodness.
never get Mickey out of my head. What happened to
To
Mickey?
Mickey. Yeah.
And I
Wow.
went on this crusade that I was just going to start grassroots things and start helping people.
Yeah. Yeah.
And in 2019, I branded Cans and Crayons, and now
Mm-hmm.
so the cans represents food, that no child should ever be hungry,
Mm.
and crayons represents no child should ever be without the means to create.
Wow.
I feel that children, we live in such a high-tech world with AI on the rise, that
Mm-hmm.
we really need to get back to script writing. We really
Yeah.
need to get back to giving a child a pen and paper, a notebook to be
Mm.
communicate, to talk about their feelings. Our children are sitting on, you know, apps and iPads and cell
Yes.
phones all day long, and it's
Mm.
like there could be so much vent up inside of them that they could just release if they had
Mm.
proper tools. So I feel if they had full bellies and art supplies, we could really help our youth, we could
Yes.
help our homeless, and we could really bring back those God-inspired gifts, that the talents that we're giving at birth.
Wow.
Instead of letting computers and AI run the world, we gotta come back to that,
Mm.
those original talents that we were given. Mhm.
God's original plan. We could hear the purpose. We could hear the love in your voice, at least. I mean, that was beautiful. that, is- that
Yeah,
was so beautiful. You got to be here shaking. That was beautiful. Finally, someone gets it.
yeah. And right now I'm
Mm.
working with, Everett Sands.
Nice.
He's the, CCU in West
Mm-hmm.
Beach, the football coach over there. He has his own, the West Foundation, where he also helps children. We're giving children, cleats. He's gonna give up to 300 pairs of cleats to all his kids that register for the free summer camps that he's offering. And we're also working with, Scott Dulabon and the Veterans Welcome Home and Resource Center and giving food and money and trying to buy more tiny
Oh,
homes
goodness.
to keep the veterans out of homeless.
Out of the homeless. Yeah. Look at that. That's the work. That is the work. That is
Yeah.
beautiful. That is awesome. You mentioned something, alluded to writing, right? And the importance of it, not just computers and AI and all this good stuff that we got in this area that's literally infusing our children. You also a public and a published author as well. What does writing allow you to express? Even though media and business and we do this thing that we're doing now, talking, writing is his own animal. I know that, and you're a published author, well experienced. What does writing do and allow for you to continue to do now and expressing yourself?
Well, let me tell you something. I could have been the hottest rapper back in the day because
I know that's right.
if you ever read my children's books, they're
Uh,
a Dr. Seuss rhyme. And
wow.
I got through high school
Mhm.
through physics and through chemistry and all that great stuff by rapping and rhyming and writing lyrics like you know, like how to get through, so how to memory, short term.
Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
writing, and it helped me retain information. It helped me to express myself, and I've been writing since the age of 9. My mother saw a gift in me and bought me a pen and one of those black and white speckled notebooks, and I
Yes.
started writing and creating stories, and it's just been a part of my life forever. Writing to me is so important. Journaling to me,
Mm-hmm.
vision boarding to me, anything that has to do with creating, whether it's sentences, words, paragraphs, or to help my vision come to reality.
Reality,
Uh,
yes.
I just think writing is such an important part of life, and
Beautiful.
yeah, it's who I've been my whole life. Yeah.
There you go. Well, fantastic. Final question for you, Alysia. The people are here. You are promoting. You are working on multiple things. What do you want your audience and the Stardom audience to know? What's coming up from the arising for you in the future, so we can stay tuned, stay plugged, and continue to support you and your platforms and the community work that you do in real life? What is the message you want to give to your fans and your audience on the platform?
So you can follow my website at AlysiaStern.com. That's ALYSIASTERN.com. And we're coming out with new blogs and stuff like that. I just launched a home collection. So we have a lot of merch. I have pocketbooks, jewelry.
Nice.
Yeah, I have a lot of stuff that kind of incorporating my real estate business in. My thing is, I am doing everything that I've always wanted to do my entire life. The older I get, the more I am just pushing forward, and I'm coming out of fear and grasping my faith, and I'm just doing things that I wanted to do. And if it fails, who cares? I don't give a crap if it fails.
That's right.
I'm going to try it, and that's if I die tomorrow, that's the legacy I want to live. Do it. Just
Do it.
like Nike says, just do it. Don't be afraid. You know, the only person you have to prove yourself to is to yourself and our Lord above.
That's it.
Nobody else. Who cares what the haters say? Who cares what everybody says? If you have a passion, if you want to do something, just do it. And if you
Ah.
fail, pick yourself up, not wipe yourself off, and turn yourself around and do it again. And it's funny because I'm going to be 53 this year, and I'm doing things, and people are like, holy cow, did you have
Yeah.
really did.
Uh,
Did.
wow, that is amazing, Alysia. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for joining this platform, this show, always continuing to support us. We thank you, and thank you, your family, your entire family, for the countless amount of hours sacrifice they do in protecting our country. Definitely doesn't go unnoticed. So we definitely salute you, salute your family, and we thank you. Make sure you check out, ladies and gentlemen, as she just alluded to, her website, AlysiaStern.com, and stay connected with everything Alysia Stern as she got coming up. We talked about her podcast, which I think is really dope. Realtors and RV podcast, to hear her upcoming collection. We talked about that, the new merch, as well as multiple charity initiatives that she has on the horizon. As always, this is Stardom 101 Magazine podcast here on iHeartRadio. Thank you once again, where we spotlight voices, stories, and journeys just like this to inspire millions. Thank you, Alysia, so much.
Thank you, Christopher. Thanks for having me.
All right. Have a good one.
Okay, you too. Thanks. Okay, bye.
Are you on the rise to stardom? Well, get featured in the next issue of Stardom 101 magazine and promote your business or products today. Text MAG to 804-550-8647 or visit stardom101mag.net.
You're listening to the Stardom 101 Magazine podcast with Christopher Boykin. Be sure to subscribe and download this episode, and continue to listen to Stardom on iHeartRadio or wherever you get your podcasts.